One of the most popular players in all of sports right now is Travis Kelce, 34 years old, turns 35 on October 5. He has, for the season, 4 catches for 39 yards combined in both games. Here he is from yesterday talking about his not really Travis Kelce-ish stats so far this season.
I used to get really, really pissed off and almost lose my cool a lot of the time from not having that success, knowing I demand that out of myself. And I demand, that I just like to play the game to such a high level of accountability that it's tough for me to deal with being mediocre or having stats that represent that. So I stopped caring about stats about 4 or 5 years ago, and I just went out there and started to just play free and wanted to play for my guys. And sure enough, I think that's a better mentality. You think about it more play by play and what your job is on that specific play. And I think moving forward, it's just, how can I be better in those moments?
It's only 2 games, and you can have any 2-game stretch during a football season. And I would suspect if we looked through Travis Kelce's career, we could say here's 2 games where he had, in those 2 games, 4 catches for 39 yards. But the bookends are, 120 and a touchdown. So I don't know that it's time to sound the alarm, but he's going to be 35 in a few weeks. And, it feels like he's in this transition from football player to something much bigger than that he ultimately will be better known for over the long run, whether it's the 9-figure deal with Amazon for the New Heights podcast, acting. There's some new show, Grotesquerie, is that the name of it? Grotesque, maybe, is that what it's called?
Grotesque. Yeah. Is it the Grotesque or Grotesquerie? I can't remember. I don't know.
Grotesquerie. And they're running the commercial, and you can see him in it. He's in that. He's going to be in Happy Gilmore 2. He's talking about
Ryan
this.
Murphy.
There's a game show on Amazon that he's hosting, and by the way, he's dating Taylor Swift. If you haven't heard, so
what?
I think that you didn't get the text. So anyway,
no. Wow,
I think
cool.
With him, it's kind of like he had said when he signed the new contract in the offseason 2 more years. I don't know. I mean, there's a point where, especially if they would win 3 in a row, there's a point where it's like, I got a frontier in front of me, far different from being GM of the St. Bonaventure basketball program, and I just feel like at some point he's gonna embrace that. It feels like he's currently trying to do both, and I feel like as soon as next year he just says the hell with it. I got much more waiting for me on the other side of my football career.
Maybe, but I think, the opportunity to play with Patrick Mahomes is still very appealing because it means that, through however many seasons it's been to this point, right? At worst, you finish in overtime of the conference championship game. So, that's one aspect of it. So, I mean, as Pete points out here, through 2 weeks, last year, Kelce had 4 receptions, 26 yards, and a touchdown. So, and then he had 355 yards, 3 touchdowns in the playoffs. So when you get to playoff Kelce, it's different. And then that also leads to Super Bowl Kelce, where, he may talk about, I don't necessarily care that much about stats over the last 5 years, but I don't know, Mike, if you remember, but Kelce was not very happy in the first half of that game, against the 49ers, where, there's a little bump against Coach Reed. It's like, oh man, what's going on there? Kelce's a little bit frustrated. He's a little bit upset. So, yeah, I think it's different also, of course, when you're in the Super Bowl, right? And and those competitive juices are just flowing. They're firing off, and you want to win that ring so badly. That's different than, okay, we're in week 2, or now going into week 3, and I haven't had that much production.
By the way, the Chiefs will be playing the Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium on Sunday Night Football, NBC and Peacock. And everyone there, because Arthur Blank has secured the very coveted honor as bestowed upon him by himself to enter the team's Ring of Honor, to obscure that fact, he's giving away free food. Free hot dogs,
why not?
Free chips,
Cool.
Souvenir cup with Arthur
Nice.
Blank's image on it, unlimited refills, 2 hot dogs per fan, 2 bags of chips per fan. That's a pretty good deal. Now, it's already pretty cheap to get their food. I've always respected that. When we went to the Super Bowl at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I went out and just bought as many hot dogs as I could find because they're only $2 each. Give me all the hot dogs. And we all ate hot dogs except MDS. MDS's hot dog from Super Bowl 53 is still in the press box at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, like that one hot dog that's withering on the weird little roller thing
turnstile at the gas station.
The turnstile at the gas station. It's all wrinkled and nasty. It's still there. All right.
Yeah, I will eat a movie theater hot dog, but I ain't eating a gas station hot dog. I gotta have standards. Gotta have standards, man.
I've never eaten a hot dog at a movie theater, but when I'm at a sporting event, I got to have a hot dog. And I know, Mike Tomlin, I know what's in them. As long as they can take those things and turn it into that glorious pink sausage of like what, and I understand it, folks. It's all the stuff they can't sell. Let's just throw it in a vat, grind it up, and put in pink food coloring, and it's delicious.
The Oakland Coliseum had the worst hot dogs, though. Those were, I don't know if you were ever there to have one of those hot dogs, man. Oh my gosh. Did I eat them? Absolutely. But it's a good thing that the Raiders are out of there because those were some rancid hot dogs.
Given what was going on at the Oakland Coliseum generally, yeah, I have a feeling the ingredients in the hot dog there even more disgusting and unpalatable than the ordinary hot dog ingredients. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.